Italian Holiday. 2 empty beats. short, let's go all the way down to the bottom of the book to the three heirs at the back of the book. Three heirs, and be prepared to stop at any time and go to the left side of the page. All right, into three airs. Lovely in here. Alberta, fanfare and successional, O Canada, on the left side of the page. To Alberta.
épopées des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It is my pleasure to introduce a special and important addition to Convocation ceremonies that reminds us all of the ancestral lands of the First Peoples of Canada. This song is called a victory song that will start us off in a good way at every one of our Convocation ceremonies. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many victory songs that have been passed down through generations. These songs have a special power to them and therefore carry such great meaning, as this song correlates with the treaties signed with the Crown and the First Peoples of Canada. The treaties were agreements signed as a foundation for ongoing relationships in understanding one another, so that we live together in a respectful relationship as we move forward to advance reconciliation. We present this song to uplift the spirit and to encourage all of us to come together to sing and dance in victory for the graduates' accomplishments. It is my pleasure today to introduce the victory song, and I extend gratitude to our traditional singers and cultural ambassadors, Lyle Tatusis, Monty Sunchild, Al Crawford, Adrian Lachance, Colin Rain, and Jade Tatusis, who have pre-recorded this victory song for the U of A Convocation ceremonies. If you are able, will you please stand and remain standing? Whatsoever things are true, a promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons, to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Peggy Garrity, and I have the great honor and privilege of serving as Chancellor of the University and conferring all of your degrees today. I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Alberta is located on Treaty 6 territory and the homelands of the Métis. In stating this, we must recognize our responsibility in working in relationship alongside First Nation and Métis people and their communities on our way forward, and in good relations in uplifting the whole people for the next 7 generations and the university for tomorrow. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. I know it's an exciting day for all of us. Graduands, we are very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you're walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. And each of the traditions you see on the stage and throughout the ceremony today have special meaning and significance. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, just as our university is today. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The very different colors of each of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, those Oxford-style mortarboards with what I think are kind of annoying tassels, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. These symbols and traditions remind us of our connections to the past, but seeing your faces today and conferring your degree is all about the future. It's about your futures and the future you will create for our communities and for the world. We'll hear from a member of our Board of Governors and our university president. We'll also hear from Dr. Temple Grandin, who received an honorary doctorate of science, our university's highest honor, at this morning's ceremony. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. And I'm so pleased that Dr. Grandin is able to join us and present the convocation address this afternoon. Following the address, we will begin the recognition of your degrees. One of our deans will present to you on behalf of the faculties. Our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it'll be your turn to be up here on the stage with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone, I'm sure that will be the most important part of today's ceremony. Your degree will actually be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on the stage. So please stop for a minute and say hello so I can congratulate each and every one of you. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. President and Vice Chancellor Bill Flanagan and the Board of Governors representative Chris Ashdown join me here in recognizing your accomplishments today. We're also joined by Elder Dr. Francis Whiskeyjack, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the Convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our Academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of Graduate Studies and Research, Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences, and Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation are here to congratulate each graduate as you cross the stage. We're all here to welcome you to the University of Alberta alumni family. I hope you enjoy the day, and I'd like to start by inviting greetings from our Board of Governors.
Eminent Chancellor Garrity, President Flanagan, distinguished guests, graduates, families, and friends. I'm very pleased to participate in this special day on behalf of the Board of Governors, to bring the Board's greetings and hearty congratulations. Today is a day of celebration, when the entire university community, along with your families and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2023. It's also a day to celebrate the university, which by virtue of this marvelous milestone has successfully provided you with the academic resources to support your engagement with issues and opportunities of 2023 and into the future. Collectively and cooperatively, you will be the generation that moves society forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge, discovery, and research. You've been changed over your years at the U of A. The knowledge you've gained here will enable you to address society's issues, influence others, and shape our collective future. You're now the kind of citizen who will apply critical thought, share your knowledge, foster common understanding, and employ the skills you've gained here to better society in a competent, thoughtful, ethical, and engaged way, today, tomorrow, and from now on. Our very heartfelt congratulations to you, your families, friends, and supporters. Be proud, savor your success, enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future.
I'd now like to invite President Flanagan to address the Convocation.
Well, welcome, everyone. What a wonderful day to celebrate. I'm delighted to be here with you. And I'd also like to express a warm welcome to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Temple Grandin. Welcome. Our many guests in the audience, but of course, most importantly, the graduating class of 2023. Graduates, we are here today to celebrate you and your achievements. And today marks a milestone in life's journey, one that has been filled with exploration and excitement. And what you've accomplished along this journey required dedication and perseverance and countless late nights and early mornings, no doubt. And along the way, you experienced a whole spectrum of emotions, sometimes all at once. And at times, the journey might have seemed tough, almost impossible, yet here you are, you've made it. And we can't forget the added challenges that many of you faced during your time here. Many of you earned your degrees amid unprecedented global conditions, living through a pandemic and toggling between online and in-person learning. I want you to know that this did not go unnoticed. On behalf of the University of Alberta, I want to offer our profound appreciation to each and every one of you. Regardless of the many changes and challenges you encountered along your journey, you were always quick to adapt. You've been resilient and have demonstrated your tenacity. And most importantly, you came together as a community. And along with COVID, the university has undergone its own evolutionary journey during your time here, amid challenging economic conditions and restructuring that saw us forge new paths forward. There's still more work to be done, but I know that our institution is prepared for the future, and that future is bright. We are in a strong position to continue to advance this remarkable university, which has grown and endured and cultivated knowledge and ideas since its founding in 1908. And through 115 years of change, our core mission has always remained the same: to build one of the world's great universities for the public good. And there are many universities in the world doing meaningful work, but only a handful are doing globally recognized research on such a comprehensive array of some of the world's most significant challenges. Addressing climate change head-on, we are a global leader in developing net energy solutions that the world needs today. And as one of the world's leading research universities in artificial intelligence, we are harnessing the remarkable potential of AI to touch so many aspects of our lives, from improving human health and wellness to driving new efficiencies that will dramatically reduce energy consumption. And home to Canada's second Nobel Prize in Medicine, our health sciences are at the cutting edge in advancing the whole spectrum of human health and wellness. And as the Earth's population grows, our agricultural research is advancing global food security worldwide. And we are leading the way in advancing truth and reconciliation with a core commitment to recognize, honor, and incorporate Indigenous ways of knowing and knowledge in all that we do. And in the social sciences and humanities, we are advancing and defending free and democratic societies committed to justice, equity, and opportunity for all, with a major focus on reducing social disparities in Canada and around the world. I am proud to say that the University of Alberta is among a small handful of global universities with the research and teaching strength to make world-changing contributions to each and every one of these global challenges. We are leading with purpose and developing solutions for our planet and our society. And today we celebrate the graduating classes of the Faculty of Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences, I believe right here, and also the faculty, or sorry, no, I got that wrong. There's way more of you than there are in kinesiology. Yes, so the Faculty of Agriculture, Life and Environmental Sciences, and then the Faculty of Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation. And as I mentioned earlier, our Faculty of Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences is a world leader in developing solutions to advance food security for a growing global population by revolutionizing the future of food, from more sustainable crops and livestock to new developments in nutrition and health. And our Faculty of Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation has been leading the way in improving the quality of life and health of our communities through physical activity, sport, and recreation for more than 50 years. And our collective impact, including that of our graduates, is recognized on the global stage, including the recent Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. This ranking is the only global performance measure that assesses universities against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including ending poverty, ending world hunger, climate action, and sustainable land use. The latest results are just in. We continue to climb in this ranking, and I'm proud to report that this year's results, the University of Alberta placed 7th in the world. That is our impact in Alberta, Canada, and around the world. And these rankings reflect a deep commitment in our research and teaching excellence, whether in the classroom or the lab, to seek challenges, drive change, innovate, and collaborate. This is what it means to lead with purpose. But undoubtedly, amid all of our contributions, the University of Alberta's most significant contribution to society and to the world is the remarkable talent of our graduates, represented by all of you here today, and all of the incredible things that you will do as you continue along life's journey. You are the builders and thinkers and leaders who will help us find our way through the world's toughest challenges. You are the ones who will bring new energy and fresh thinking to the great debates of our times. We can't wait to learn about all of the amazing ways you will use your skills, knowledge, and curiosity to change the world for better. We are enormously proud of all of you. So today, we celebrate your achievements and the bright futures to come. And wherever life's journey takes you next, please know that you will always have a home right here at the University of Alberta. Congratulations, and thank you.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you.
How lucky are you to be armed with one of the greatest educations in the world and to be living in this country at this very point in human history?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, my name is Stan Blade, and I have the pleasure of serving as Dean of the Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences here at the University of Alberta. On behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Dr. Temple Grandin. At this morning's Convocation ceremony, Dr. Grandin received the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, our institution's highest honor. We are delighted that she will share her convocation address with our graduands and guests this afternoon. Dr. Grandin is a professor of animal science at Colorado State University. She is the world authority on animal handling systems for agricultural animals. And she is an advocate for people with autism and their contributions to society. Dr. Grandin received a BA in psychology from Franklin Pierce College, an MSc from Arizona State University based on research on the behavior of cattle in different squeeze gates, and a PhD from the University of Illinois studying the effect of environmental enrichment on the behavior of swine. As a professor, she teaches and conducts research focused on the reduction of stress and animal losses at processing. By integrating her autism experiences with animal behavior, she has become the worldwide expert in the design of animal handling facilities. Her designs have been incorporated into processing facilities across the world. Over 50% of North American animals are estimated to be processed in plants that she designed. She is best known for her work on curved chutes and animal flight zones to reduce animal stress during handling. Dr. Grandin's animal handling designs are a key area of focus here at the University of Alberta in our courses. Dr. Grandin also developed an objective scoring system to assess animal welfare. Audits following her system are routinely carried out by firms such as Burger King, Whole Foods, Chipotle, Wendy's, and McDonald's. She also has extensive consulting arrangements with organic and natural livestock producers. Dr. Grandin is renowned as an advocate for people with autism. Her 2010 TED Talk, "The World Needs All Kinds of Minds," has over 6.6 million views. She has published several books on autism, including Thinking in Pictures, The Way I See It, and The Autistic Brain. Her books Animals in Translation and Visual Thinking, which was just published last year, are New York Times bestsellers. She is a past member of the board of the Autism Society of America, and she has been interviewed and profiled by several media organizations. In 2010, HBO produced an award-winning biopic about her life starring Claire Danes. Dr. Grandin speaks around the world on both autism and cattle handling. She is lauded by her scientific and technical peers, and she has received several honorary degrees. Her other recognitions include a Pragi Award from PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Time magazine named her among the 100 most influential people in the world in the Heroes category. Today we honor her transformative contributions to livestock welfare and handling. We recognize her lifetime of advocacy for people with autism and their contributions to society, and we celebrate Dr. Grandin's unique ability to see the world and change perspectives through the practice of empathy. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Grandin to the podium. Thank you very much.
Well, it's wonderful to be here today. Tell a little bit about myself. I had no speech until age 4, and I want to thank all the really great teachers I had. My speech teacher, my 3rd grade teacher, my science teacher who encouraged me. Also, I had a class in animal behavior when I was in college, and that started my interest in animal behavior. And I get asked all the time, how did I end up in the cattle industry when I did not come from a cattle background? I was exposed to cattle as a teenager at my aunt's ranch. So students need to get out and see lots of stuff. Then they can find out what they might be interested in. Well, one of the big things I'm really interested in right now is types of thinking. I'm an object visualizer. Everything I think about is a picture. I didn't know that other people thought more mathematically or verbally until I was in my late 30s. Now that helped me in my work with animals, because in my very first work, I'd get down in the chutes and see what cattle were seeing. And I couldn't understand why people thought that was weird. But I found if you got rid of the shadows or the rope hanging down or some other little thing, the cattle would walk right up the chute. So I think in photographs. That there's other people that think more in patterns. These are your mathematicians. And then, of course, you have verbal thinkers. And in my new book, Visual Thinking, I discuss some of the research that shows that different kinds of thinking exist. And they bring different skills to the table. Now, one of the problems with me as an object visualizer, I'm not very good at higher math. I had to be tutored to get through statistics class. But what I'm seeing happening now in science, and I'm kind of worried about this, is analyzing of data and all that's getting more and more mathematical. But what I'm seeing as I read lots of papers is that people are forgetting about the method section of the paper. For example, I saw a paper where it was a meat quality experiment, and they didn't tell me what grain they fed their animal. That can affect the results, no matter how much fancy statistics you do. or they didn't tell you how an animal was housed, or they didn't tell you what breed of the animal is. These things all can affect results. So we need to have the different kinds of minds. For example, working on the book, I wrote the rough drafts, kind of associational, not all that well organized, and then Betsy, my verbal co-writer, she straightened everything out. But we need both kinds of minds. Now, when I was out in the big plants, and I did work on the design for the Cargill plant in High River, I worked with a lot of people that were probably autistic, that had big metal fabrication shops. They had patents. They were inventing equipment. And those people are retiring out today. The object visualizers. I'll tell you where they're at. They're playing video games in the basement. They also ought to be out there fixing that escalator out there. And we've had an escalator at the Denver airport that's had a white wall around it for months, and I never see anybody working on it, even though it's all torn up. You see, the visual thinkers are going to be very good with mechanical devices. And I'm concerned that if we get screened out with too many higher mathematical requirements, you're going to need us to fix things. Because art, mechanics, animals, and photography, those things all go together. And then music here, beautiful music and patterns, that and math tends to go together. So you need to have both kinds of thinkers. And I've been thinking a lot about artificial intelligence. I'm very concerned about how it makes things up, like fake lawsuits, giving out wrong diet advice, even though it's supposedly programmed not to do that. So one of my big concerns today is protecting infrastructure. This is where you might need something old-fashioned. So if the computer tells a piece of equipment to wreck itself, like maybe a pump running dry, you have an old-fashioned flow meter, electromechanical, shut that thing off. Because the way that AI makes stuff up, I think, is a big concern. And so we need all of the different sorts of minds. They have complementary skills, and we need them in science. So I just want to finish up in saying we need our object visualizers, we need our mathematical minds, and we need our word thinkers. We need all the different kinds of minds. I want to make you really think about that, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Grandin. I'm sure looking out at these faces, there are all kinds of those minds out there, and we need all of you coming together. That's such an important message for us to remember, especially as you convocate today and go out into whatever the next path is for each one of you. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we'll have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. It's sitting right there in the middle of the stage. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. That's kind of a scary thought, and I can assure you it's no longer the case. Otherwise, I'm not going over there. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to seeing every one of you up here on the stage. Thank you.
This is the first opportunity for graduate participation. So the candidates for degrees, you will all rise, please, at this moment. Please feel free to get up, people that are graduating. If you are able, you will be asked to provide in a moment from the President a spoken response for the pledge that the President will indeed ask you for, which will appear on the screen behind me. Eminent Chancellor and President, I would ask then that, Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Now, to our graduates, when you respond to the pledge, let's raise the roof of the Jubilee. Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally, and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country. Well done.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Stanford Blade and Professor Ali Shiri, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences and the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Scott Samuel David Boyce. Stephanie Dale Carlin.
Stephen Collier.
Graham Robert Stephen Collier. Yifan. James Brennan Cody Franklin. Dhruvish Patel. Kelly Jean Picard. Prem Pacaro.
Janet Rodriguez Herrera.
Janet Rodriguez Herrero. Yangbo Shi. Esen Fazolahi. Robin Elizabeth Stobbs. Mary Vaziri.
Zubar.
Mohammed Zubar.
Sophie Osberg.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Science, Sophie Osberg. That's Sophie Osberg. Mohammed Adil Anjum. Guankai Dai. Chloe Joyce DeHolke. Jenna Lindsay Evanchuk. Adam Corbett Fast. Cora Lynn Fermanyuk. Mohamedi Masawadi Jibril. Kelty Heck. Ana Karen Juarez Perez. Megan Ann Lim. Megan Ann Markowski. Mashaer Maturi. Natasha Lonnie Jean Pigford. Danchin Changwan. Kun Wong. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Agriculture, Suchin Sui. Sarah Soja. Beckett Thomas Stark. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Forestry, Nick Pokelo. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Stanford Blade, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Food Science, winner of the Dean's Medal in Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences, Julianne Heather Simard with distinction.
Julianne Simard is this year's recipient of the Dean's Medal in Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. This is awarded to the graduating student with the highest academic standing in the final 2 years of the program. And the medal is annually donated by the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. Her academic excellence at the University of Alberta has also been recognized by numerous awards and scholarships. And as a diabetic student, Julianne has had the pleasure of working as a research volunteer and research assistant in the esteemed Prado Lab, which eventually led to her to complete her capstone project under the supervision of Dr. Carla Prado. And these experiences gave her valuable insight into the importance and complexity of nutrition research and the challenges of translating this into diabetic practice. And Julianne is excited to be working with the Alberta Health Services as an outpatient dietitian, servicing the communities of Rocky Mountain House, the Ochese First Nation, and Sunchild First Nation. She is also working part-time as a dietitian at a long-term care center in Red Deer, Alberta. Please join me in congratulating Julianne.
Congratulations, Julianne. That's a wonderful achievement.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors, Yuxin Guo with distinction. Karis Jiang with distinction. April Nguyen with distinction. Jen Nguyen with distinction. Xin Yi Wang. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Cassie Jeanette Archambault with distinction. Hannah Bolton. Rachel Chan. Riley Duperrin with distinction. Lee Dan-go. Aliana Aurelano Gotardo with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Bailey Hartwig with distinction. Alyssa Jennifer Huff. Nolan Stephen Johnson with distinction. Aidan Reed Cripps. Juniper Lee with distinction. Buruo Kwan. Taylor Madison Simmons. Miana Ariel Starsielski. Amy Diane Stefani with distinction. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Food Science, Samantha Ann Alosio. Ashida. Haley Linnea Campbell. Rebecca Q-Yan Chow. Catherine Chen with distinction. C.U. Chen. Miranda Page Krunick with distinction. Courtney Yin Ching Chu with distinction. Ryan Nicholas Disney with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Susanna Dokibura. Jessica Dugan with distinction. Rowan El Sadiq with distinction. Stephanie Amber Faco. Brittany Nicole Frank with distinction. Vivian Lin Feng with distinction. Rebecca Jane Geary with distinction. Homa Gomashi. Danica Jennifer Gillespie with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Hitarth Bipinahai Godhani. Madeline Maris Herbers with distinction. Charlene Jasmine Holmstrom. Recipient of a Warren W. and IDE Prevy Memorial Medal in Home Economics, Megan Emily Jones with distinction. Megan is also receiving a certificate in sustainability today. Haley Josephson with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Catherine Yvonne Chuan. Corey Lorne Kobilka. Emma Dickman Kostinyak with distinction. Zhengyi Kwan. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Sarah Page Kurash. Zoe Liang. Jordan Latos. Emerlyn Yuate Law with distinction. Owen Lung. Yinshuan Li. Hanfei Liu. Laura Lopez Aldana with distinction. Yan Yan Lo. Raymond Liu with distinction. Zhang Le Lo. Wutsi Ma. Hannah Avery Maleko with distinction. Janelle Medina Manabat with distinction. Bashra Abdelwahab Mandur with distinction. Jessica Lee Mantic with distinction. Morgan Louise Walsh Meneghetti. Valerie Jill Moore with distinction. Courtney Anessa Morden with distinction. Chelsea Ing with distinction. Pauline Nguyen with distinction. Esther Antoinette Nguyen. Amber Lee Nuttall with distinction. Megan McPherson Ort. Sheldon Paul Poirier with distinction. Fan Chan Chi. Wen Lu Chin. Claire Simone Rinaldi. Julia Taryn Rowland with distinction. Jamila Safi with distinction. Chantel Monica Sanch. Jessica Isabella Schuller with distinction. Aviva Sharma with distinction. Sarah Frances Stephen with distinction. Eden Rose Stubbs. Winner of an Amy M. Coates Memorial Medal in Foods and Nutrition, Rita Swan Tang with distinction. Brianne Elizabeth Rosa Tier with distinction. Taylor Ashley Wagner with distinction. Megan Wong with distinction. Vita Wen. Emma Jane Witchwar with distinction. Recipient of a Medal in Food Science, Jenna Ching-Noa Wong with distinction. Gloria Yap with distinction. Jennifer Yu with distinction. Ziyi Zhao. Wendy Ying Zhao with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Forestry, Miles Carson Grieve with distinction. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Food Business Management, Christopher Douglas Dahl. Chen Chen Ren. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Conservation Sciences, Emily Sue Beck with distinction. Ivy Alberta Bodez. Brooklyn W. Bolstad with distinction. Ash Davidson. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability and a Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Conservation Services, like we know, Erica Winnie de Ritter with distinction. Kylene Maria Deering. Danielle Grace Dubois. Allison Audrey Fox. Alicia Claudia Gusney. Evan Allen James Grant. Sydney K. Kennedy Flynn with distinction. Natalia Taryn Klutz with distinction. Michaela Maria Christian with distinction. Dominique Clairan Letourneau with distinction. Alessia Julia Marchesan with distinction. Kellen Anthony George Martell. Kate Michelle McCoran with distinction. Zach Alkaway with distinction. Avery Nicole Pells. Mimi Jaime Ray with distinction. Benjamin James Ryan. Catherine Furagay Schultheis with distinction. Colby Nicholas William Shedney. Maeve Claire Warren. Brittany Ann Welsh with distinction. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Ecology, also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Margaret Ellen Rainbow Barker with distinction. Melissa Marie Bernaldez. Elian Joy Arismus with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Christina Cody Lynn Goody. Yusin He. Also receiving a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Hannah Catherine Martin with distinction. Lillian Natalia Nagatu with distinction. Emma Brianne Olson. Annika Kaylee Osborne with distinction. Francesca Therese Tiongson. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Animal Health, Evan Bruce Robert Albert. Sonia Marie Bilobzitsky. Stephanie Chang. Jenna Lynn Dixon. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Emily Jo Downey. Rachel Dyke. Phoenix Shelby Irwin. Amy Marie Keller. James Liam Key with distinction. Emily Rose Lowen. Manik Mabuyu. Paige Chloe Marine with distinction. Paige Jordan McConey with distinction. Martin Patrick Moran with distinction. Chido Denai Sanyama with distinction. Maya Yerachuk. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies, Dylan Mackenzie Klotz Belton, also receiving a certificate in sustainability. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Sydney Cantu. Mary Elizabeth Chi Yun Frank with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Emma Elaine Murchison with distinction. Brielle Carolyn Geraldine Pulfer with distinction. Tien Tien Shi. George Vidovich. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Fashion Business Management, Jasmine Kay. Lucia Sanchez-Viesca. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Ivan Varela Del Rio. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Kyra Pike and Professor Ali Shiri, I present the following graduates for the degrees in Faculty of Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation, and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Master of Arts, Noah James William Cunningham. Kinesiology. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Coaching, Sherwayne Sebastian Arthurs. Isabella Gonçalves Diaz Fachi. Wyatt Andy Urbanski. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Kyra Pike, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, also receiving a Governor General's Silver Medal, as well as the University of Alberta Alumni Medal in Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation, Andy Robert DePrato with distinction.
Andy DePrato is one of 3 recipients of the Governor General's Silver Medal. The Governor General's Silver Medals are the Universities of Alberta's most prestigious academic awards and are donated by the Governor General of Canada. First presented in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin, the medals recognize and encourage academic excellence in Canada. Andy is also this year's recipient of the University of Alberta Alumni Medal in Kinesiology, Sport and Recreation, awarded by the faculty to its most outstanding graduate student. And the award is donated annually by the University of Alberta Alumni Association in recognition of academic excellence in kinesiology, sport, and recreation. His academic achievements have also been recognized with various awards and scholarships. And thanks to his valued mentors, Andy's research projects have been inspiring opportunities to contribute to current evidence and advocate for improvements in clinical practice. As an active volunteer and program leader with the Stedward Center, Andy helps those who experience disabilities engage in sports and exercise. He has also been an Easter Seals camp counselor with Camp Squamish. Andy continually demonstrates care for others by participating in the Students' Union, being a Make-A-Wish granter, and coaching high school sports. Andy is excited to start medical school at McMaster University in August, congratulations, where he will have the opportunity to apply all that he has learned through his studies. Please join me in extending our warmest congratulations to Andy.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology, Nino Oliver Huela Aguiar. Kiana Faye Anderson. Sarah Michelle Appelt, with distinction. Christina Linda Jiao Astle, with distinction. Also receiving a research certificate in kinesiology, Kyria Oksana Grace Pakinski, with distinction. Sharon Melissa Banow. Haley Alexina Beresford, with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Borger, with distinction. Andre Bonfilio Campan, with distinction. Jarrett Sheldon Bossert. Renee Ann Braddock Diaz. Charlotte Butler. Monica Christina Chaveria, with distinction. Jenna Ellen Ada Christopher, with distinction. Kaylee Shea Cleveland. Catherine Clifford, with distinction. Sierra Blair Davidiak, with distinction. Jameson Douglas Day. Emma Ferlin Delorme with distinction. Andy Duong with distinction. Brittany Marie Duval. Ashton Rain Ferguson Henfrey. Ashley Monica Flynn. Marco Antonio Fontes. Danya Fredrickson. Kristen Cheryl Frey. Natalie Renee Frenette. Maddie Gaskell with distinction. Cambry Lynn Elizabeth Gell. J.C. Gonzalez. Kiera Lynn Grovett with distinction. Troy Kiyoshi Hamel Kitagawa. Ewan Alexander Hanton. Also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Sport and Recreation, Marty Kathleen Hogan with distinction. Emily Elaine Allison Hawes with distinction. Elijah Michael Hicks. Also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Sport and Recreation, Amelia Gwendolyn Dorothy Hill with distinction. Ryan Philip Ho. Brooklyn Rayanne Highland. Anna Grace Jenke with distinction. Samantha Josephine Jesman. Kieran Peter Raymond Johnston with distinction. Caden Judson. Krista Nicole Kasowski. Jordan Emily Keel. Jonathan Scott Kennedy. Nadia Zubeida Kennedy with distinction. Cam William Kern with distinction. Joshua King. Imogen Jewel Kretzer. Also receiving a research certificate in kinesiology, Madeline Lorraine Cuss. Sean Robert Lallier. Brooke Lynn Lang. Kara Joanne Lang. Joshua Michael Langkamp with distinction. Jordan Leah LePage Lovig. Dave Lorenzo. Matthew Langdon Lotz with distinction. Ella Ann Major with distinction. Kristen Yulok Ma. Abby Margaret McIntyre with distinction. Ashlyn Gray McKay with distinction. Nathan Michael Mochalski. Rakia Musa. Brooke Alexandria Mullen. Eric Raymond Don Murray. Also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Sport and Recreation, Dustin David Nelson. Ruash Chizom Unzurum. Maxine Rico Oko with distinction. Shayla Olafson with distinction. Morgan Peebles with distinction. Selah Pethick. Emily Sarah Podhaniak. Janie Mary Pollard with distinction. Reese Lee Pratt. Morgan Dawn Propersy with distinction. Sarah Rao with distinction. Katrina Louise Reed with distinction. Emily Robin Richard. Courtney Riao. Megan Taylor Roshko with distinction. Hallie Grace Rosna. Stephanie Rachel Rossi with distinction. Bailey Ann Rush. Maya Amy Marie Savage. Alexis Evelyn Schick. Kayla Noel Savensma. Yulia Chappelle with distinction. Rayanne May Simmons. Kristen Nicole Sittick. Kevin Prajwin Stanislaus with distinction. Jamie Simone Steckler. Lindsay Page Stevenson with distinction. Rebecca Stubbs with distinction. Jasmine Sung. Zaira Ortiz Swanson. Justin Sean Sawalis. Amber Lynn Wardrop. Brianna Watkins. Also receiving a certificate in international learning as well as a research certificate in kinesiology, Annie Way with distinction. Paris Emerson White. Morgan Emma Wiltermuth. Kelson James Wohlers. Carrie Wong. Brittany Ann Zielinski. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Andrew Laszlo Boyser. Maria Cynthia Bradenhoff with distinction. Redeem Alonso Brown with distinction. Yes. Noah Luca Kies. Emily Karen Coulomb with distinction. Nathan Drysdale. Lynn Dew with distinction. Terry Fan with distinction. Eva Catherine Marie Fleming with distinction. Amy Sarah Galbraith with distinction. Kevin Patrick Golding. Caitlin Patricia Golliker with distinction. Nicole Simon Hawkins. Rick Z. Huang with distinction. Jolene Huynh with distinction. Casey Jane with distinction. Andrew William Eric Jantz with distinction. Megan Sarah Johnson. Also receiving a research certificate in kinesiology, Tara Kapoor with distinction. Erica Ashley Crook with distinction. Sierra Catherine Leonard with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, as well as a certificate in global citizenship, Lourdes Esmeralda Francisco Massa with distinction. Tethys Moe with distinction. Nathan Jude Montero with distinction. Madison Sophie Mulder with distinction. Junho Nam with distinction. Jungwoo Park with distinction. Tyler Allen Parker with distinction. Also receiving a research certificate in kinesiology, Keir Emily Vander Leek with distinction. Caitlin Wiskell with distinction. Also receiving a research certificate in kinesiology, Desmond Anders Young with distinction. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Recreation, Sport, and Tourism, Mosetta Younger Boda with distinction. Michaela Jordan Bro. Analia Raquel Cifuentes Espinoza. Also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Sport and Recreation, Alyssa Roberta, Joan Erminskin. Holly Marie Henderson with distinction. Sydney Jane Casper. William Ryan Langford. Nelson Law. Lionel Liu with distinction. Philippe Merjejewski. Abby Denise Morrison. Brittany Pham. Cassidy Ray Sader. Also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Sport and Recreation, Callista Renee Stryjak. Vanessa Bianca Valente. Jessica Ann Warren. And Lupang Zhou.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance.
Well, congratulations, you made it. And to family and friends in the audience, I think this moment merits a standing ovation. So please join me in congratulating our graduates. And to our graduates, I think there's another group in the auditorium that also merits a standing ovation. I suggest you stand in turn and thank your family and friends who sustained you through this journey. So it's now time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. And before you're formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for a presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the university's centenary. I think it captures the potential of days spent at the university, and I hope it will spark many memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many of U of A's talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus and Honorary Degree recipient, Dr. France Levessa-Ouimet, and was arranged by U of A alumnus, Dr. Alan Bevan. And the recording is performed by Carole Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. And I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite parts of the ceremony. This video never fails to bring a tear to my eye. I think you're going to love it. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you, merci. To the graduating class of 2023, you have shown incredible resiliency, drive, and determination to be here today. Congratulations and welcome. My name is Amy McKinnon, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 2003 from the Faculty of Kinesiology, Sport, and Recreation. It is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a U of A alumnus and to officially welcome you to the U of A alumni family. We are more than 300,000 strong, living in some 140 countries around the world. We are a supportive, proud, diverse, global network, collectively making extraordinary contributions to the alumni community, the university, and for the public good. Together, we are change makers, community builders, and world shapers. Throughout the history of the university, our world has faced many challenges, but when we stand together, we generate the solutions that make us healthier, safer, stronger, and more just. We will always be seeking, always be challenging, and most of all, always be leading. Like our university, our alumni lead with purpose. Félicitations et bonne chance. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future adventures.
In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks. To Dr. Temple Grandin, thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our talented vocalist, Jin Yu, and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. Thank you so much. And I'd like to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar and the Office of the Senate for their organization of today's convocation. Not surprisingly, there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, so please join me in giving them a special thank you. After this ceremony, I'm pleased to invite everyone, please stay out in the lobby and have a chance to greet and congratulate your friends and talk with family as well, and I'm sure there will be lots of photos taken out there. Finally, to our graduates, congratulations for all that you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Your convocation today symbolizes what we can achieve together, how we can uplift the whole people, how we can continue to explore, and more important than ever, how we can steadfastly pursue the truth. All of that is possible when we unleash the creativity, the energy, ideas, and compassion of the students who are graduating today and will lead the way for tomorrow. It truly is a gift for me as Chancellor to stand here today and look out at all of you on such an exciting day. It brings such an amazing feeling of hope. I see those sparks of excitement and determination that each of you brings, and it inspires me to believe that the future is definitely in good hands. I hope you feel incredibly proud of what you have accomplished in your years at our university. You've spent hours, months, and years listening and learning, digging into complex issues and topics, thinking critically about some of the most pressing issues of our time, sharing time with friends and colleagues, and preparing for wherever your journey will take you next. In turn, we are incredibly proud of you, our newest graduates. You inspire us and bring us hope for the future. Whatever path you choose, I encourage you above all else to understand you can make a positive difference in our world, and we're all counting on you to do that. And I can assure you that the University of Alberta will be here cheering you on from the sidelines as each of you pursues your next hopes and dreams. Congratulations once again. Enjoy your celebration. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.